Hey everybody, it is Stork from Stork Plays Games, and I am here at Saltire Games with my good pal Jarrad from Inside Up. So
Hi.
What are we doing today, Jarrad?
We're going to talk about Gorus Maximus, Stork.
That is what we're going to do. We're going to do a two-player playthrough, right?
Yeah. This is one of the few trick-taking games that plays two players.
It is. It plays one player.
It is one of the very few that plays one player.
Very few, yeah. And it plays up to 8, which I love. I took this on a work trip recently and had a great time playing this with a lot of different players. People love the team up portion, like when you play 8 players, like the teams, and you can team up all different ways. It's just a very versatile game.
Playing 4, 5, playing 4, 6, or 8 as teams.
Oh yeah,
it's the best.
It is great. Like I said, everything about this game I like. I think we may have talked about it last time when you came to do the intro, but I just love these cards. Absolutely cannot stop messing with these cards. I love these things.
They're the best.
They're...
I literally swam in a pool
the
other weekend with those in my back pocket, took them out, and then we played a game.
I believe it.
It was the best.
I was really considering playing this in the hot tub. I'm not even joking. I was like, I just want to see if it can be done.
It can be done.
But awesome. So what else? Tell me some more before we get into the game. Like anything else you wanna?
So, a little description about the game. Gorus Maximus is a trick-taking game of gladiatorial combat. I did it.
That's accurate.
For 1 to 8 players. And in the game, you all have different gladiators and beasts that you're going to have, and you're all going to be vying control round over round or various bouts.
Right.
Gaining crowd favor, which will look like that with the yellow on it. And the yellow is a positive.
Ooh,
oh,
look at that.
So 3D. Or you're going to be trying.
IMAX. You can actually watch our show in IMAX.
Dude, you have the sound?
No.
Oh, I was so hoping you were going to do the sound. I was like, is that why they call you Stork?
Call me Stork. I look like a tall bird.
Right. You were trying to stay away from the negative crowd favor and gain positive crowd favor.
It's accurate.
And so each round, what you're going to do is you're going to play a card from your hand. You will have 10 of these beautiful cards in your hand, various gladiators from different ranks and different schools, and you're going to play. And whenever you play a card, the first card is the initiating player or the initiating gladiator, and it will set up the preferred school. Now from here on out, that preferred school is Trump. So you'll play, and initiating player is going to have a green 5. So then you're going to try to find a card.
I'll play red 8.
You're going to try to find a card that is the same color or the same school.
I'll play a green 12.
And he's going to play a green 12. And at the end of that bout, 2-player game, this would be it, the person with the highest number wins. Classic trick taking. That's where the catch is you can also, in the middle of the game, change the trump. Challenge that preferred school and make it something else that you like. Maybe you have a ton of pinks in your hand, and he just played a green 5. The last card played, which was a green 5, he could play the same number rank in a different color, changing it from green to pink. He'll win whatever that hand is, and then from here on out, all those pink cards that he had in his hand would now be Trump. So if I try to play it green, he doesn't have a green, and he plays a pink, automatic win for him.
Now I know we're going to do a 2-player today, but I really like this game at 3 also, because so if you were to lead, like you said, with the green, and then the second player can match your number.
So they could do, a green 12, like he's saying, and then the second player could play a blue 12.
But now the third player, not always, but generally is stuck having to follow that green suit, because blue, second player switched it to blue.
That's correct.
But now everyone else still has to follow the initiating
That is correct.
Yeah.
So even though someone challenged, you still have to, during that bout, you still have to deal with this one main gladiator in
Right.
that initiating school.
I could play a pink 12 or whatever
Could.
to change it, but chances are good that not everybody has a 12 sitting in their hand. So it just is really cool as far as, yeah, you could also throw down the 8, which is always bad, and that would stick it on the second player. So it's just, I don't know, it plays different at every player count. It's very cool.
It is extremely cool.
Yeah.
And the other thing I like about this game is, so this plays 1 to 8 players. There are 5 schools in this deck, or in this box. And from 1 to 5 players, you have 0, and then you have 4 to 12.
Mm-hmm.
And you shuffle up those, that'll be 10 cards, and you'll give out 10 cards. Or so a 3-player game, there would be 3 classes, 3 schools. You shuffle all those up, it's only 30 cards. You know exactly 10 cards to each person. You don't have any more cards. Perfect.
Right.
Up to 5. After that, there's another group of cards. Your 1, 2s, and 3s, and then your 13, 14s, and 15s. And as the player count increases, you just add a 3 and a 13. And then it increases again, 2 and 14, increases one more time to 1 and 15. And those other cards will also have more positive crowd favor and negative crowd favor. So
Definitely.
it gets real nasty.
And the rulebook is laid out well, where it tells you has a little chart of what cards to use, but also on the cards themselves, there's a tiny little print that tells you
Like a
what
6,
player count.
6+.
Yeah, so pretty cool. So you ready to flip to the overhead, and
I think so.
let's do this. So we are going to battle to the death in Gorus Maximus.
I'm gonna win, I swear.
He's not. I'm going to win. All right, so we are back on the overhead, and we are going to get into one round of the 2-player, and we have predetermined that I am going first.
You're going first.
I am going to do it. I'm going to win this. So let's see what I want to play first.
I like looking at your cards. They're really nice, man.
Do you?
Yeah, real pretty colors.
I like showing them to you.
Do you?
'cause it won't matter.
You're really good at showing them off to the camera.
You still have 0 shot of beating me, so
Oh,
I'm gonna go.
I did it right
first,
there.
and then I'm not showing the camera because I feel like there's cheaters out there.
Don't forget,
And I'm gonna
that
draw.
anytime you play a card in a 2-player game,
Right,
you're always going to draw from this deck
until it's gone.
until it's gone.
Until it's gone.
Very good, Josh. Ugh, you're the best.
I just took this recently with me on a work trip.
Did you?
Yeah, and I taught a whole bunch of people this game. We
Aw.
sold quite a few copies.
So, since you're the initiating, you
That's
dropped
right.
the initiating
I dropped the balloon.
school. You have designated the preferred school.
There was a few people though that were not like Midwesterners, and I'm like, yeah, it's like a trick-taking game. And, you know, any type of trick-taking game. They looked at me like they had no idea what that was.
So I'm going to drop
Don't
this
like that.
9,
Don't
which
like that
has
at all.
2 crowd favor.
Mm.
That I will score up later. I will just take those from you. Thank you very
You
much.
think you will score up
And
later?
then I, don't forget,
You didn't.
draw a card.
I didn't forget.
Good.
I don't forget.
Good. And so I won that hand, so I shall go next. I'm just going to have the little, just like that. So I think, so you prefer to blue. Well, that's real cool. And you played, I think I'm going to go with a little green.
Green 4, huh?
A green 4. I'm
Interesting.
gonna draw a card, because don't you ever forget to draw a card.
Alright, I can get down on that. So we'll take a green 5. It
Mm.
doesn't give me points, but it just sends the message home that you're gonna lose. So.
That you might have a card in your hand that I don't like.
That's what you get. So we're gonna go with the
7
pink 7.
Axe Bear.
Bear. One of the best.
Bear Claw. They get caught right in between.
Bear arm.
Did you draw a card?
Of course I didn't.
Good. I'll wait.
Cut this out.
Good job.
put that back before.
Don't forget, folks.
Change that.
Play a card. Draw a card.
Change when I drew that card to the right time.
You played. You're not really playing these like cool cards to show off like some cool stuff.
Playing to win.
Okay,
We're
good.
playing to 1 round, which would normally be 3 rounds. We're playing 1 round. And I'm gonna. Would you stop doing that? Like,
I got the crowd favor, baby. I'm gonna draw a card because that's what you do.
okay.
And then I'm gonna play a card, and then I'm gonna draw again because it's my turn. My turn. So I'm gonna play. I'm gonna go big or go home.
That is a good one. I'm gonna play this one.
Oh,
You're
negative.
gonna draw a card.
I'm gonna draw a
And I'm
card.
gonna draw a card.
Oh.
And you're gonna enjoy that -4.
It had to have been shown. Had to. Is that even a word?
Yeah. And you won that.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I did.
Good job.
Thanks.
You did great.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Great.
Somebody had to do it. I'm gonna do it.
What you got? Anything else there? Nice.
Well, so that one's gone, so I guess I can now start with that.
Do that, and I'll go ahead and do that.
Oh, and he switches it.
So,
Last card played. You can play the same rank, different color, to change the preferred school.
and I do not have to follow suit. I can choose to not follow suit.
And then that's it. We drew all the cards.
All the cards are gone. Now, it's all over, but you're crying, so enjoy
Oh. I might be crying to the bank. Oh. Cheesy. All right.
that. What bank do you bank at that you just cry?
Oh. Joy, dude. Joy.
I don't think that's a good interaction, being at the bank just weeping. Like, that seems like you've poorly planned your finances. Oh my God. All right. So, 4 blue, huh?
Yep. Yep, that is blue.
4 blue. We'll take that.
Oh.
I'll take that.
You lead. What you got? I'm more of a reactionary kind of guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
That's cool. Can I react to something different?
No.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna go to this and switch it up again.
Okay.
Okay. So that my master plan will be that.
Interesting.
It was weird.
That was awesome.
Oh!
You did a great thing, sir. You were just handily beating me, and I think you should rake that one in.
That's 2.
Gosh,
So that's -8.
that is. I'm getting whipped.
And my rub it in.
Uh-huh. What you got?
I just work for Inside Up Games. Yeah, so I won. It's my turn to go.
That's
So we're
accurate
gonna
to the
go with
rules
that
of the
again.
game. 10, huh?
10 green arrows. I got some crowd favor with this gladiator. They really like him.
Alright. How's that?
And he's gotten his favor. Crowd support is very mixed on my side. So we'll go with that. Yeah, it's weird. Oh, okay. What are you saving up there?
Nothing.
A big finale?
No.
Mm.
No. Not a thing. Oh. Got me again, man. Got me again.
Okay, that's cool.
Now, just to be
No,
clear,
that's Josh.
in a
That's fine.
2-player game, there's only 3 negatives in the entire deck, and they're right there, correct?
You don't have to rub it in.
Okay, I just want to make sure I understood the rules of this game.
Yeah, that's negative 12 points.
Okay, good deal. Good deal.
Crowd favor.
Okay.
To go to my crowd support. So that
Perfect.
was cool. Perfect. All right, well, let's do that.
That
Which one's your favorite card?
Tricky. I enjoy the animals, so the jackal, the lion, and the bear. I don't know if I had to choose. They're all pretty good.
Okay.
I don't want that. 5, huh? Well, I guess I'll have to do this since I know what you're holding in your hand.
What? That's weird.
It is weird.
Oh, you waxed me so bad.
That's how it's done there.
So 0 normally doesn't mean anything unless A, it's on the preferred school, and then that is the trump, so it'll beat it. However,
Yeah.
the last preferred school color, that 0 favor turns into awesome 5 favor.
It does.
So why don't we count out and see?
You just took my card, but it's okay. It's worth 0, so we'll let you.
You can have it back, dude.
You can have the 0.
No, that's fine.
Unfortunately, I think I only got like 7 points.
Oh yeah, there's that.
But you have a bunch of negatives, so
Yeah,
I'm
just
banking
gonna
on the fact
pull
that I
those,
stick you with all these
3.
negatives.
Look at that. You picked 3 really good colors, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, I was telling you about, I took it on a work trip. One of the people who bought the game was actually colorblind, and they really liked that the colors that were chosen, there was only 2 that they had a hard time determining, and then the symbols, they said, really made it colorblind friendly. So
Totally. That's awesome to hear. So that's gone.
yeah.
And that's gone.
Yeah.
And I got after all that, I got 1 point.
So 1 point. So
Yeah.
let's see. Let me recount mine.
Okay.
5,
Great.
6, 7,
Yeah.
and you got 1. Right. So then I get one of these, right?
Listen.
Huh. And that makes me the winner.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah, it does.
That's right. Yes, I have
That was a
been,
really
I've been
great-
playing a
great
lot
game.
and practicing
Yeah,
a
you
lot
have.
since since our first encounter.
Yeah,
with
you
this
have
game.
practiced a whole lot, and I have still stayed the same.
Yeah, and I've played almost exclusively 2 and 3 players, so I can count these cards in my sleep now.
After weeks of demoing, I
Yeah.
still cannot.
All right, well, let's wrap this guy up. All right, well, that was it. I dominated, as I often do. Okay, just go with it, guys. So
Next time.
Yeah, next time.
Next time.
So tell me, we're gonna wrapping this guy up, but tell me what is coming from Inside Up, because I maybe saw something live on Kickstarter.
Yeah, so currently we are into our second expansion for Summit, the board game, and it's the Teams expansion.
Cool.
Teams expansion offers competitive and co-op teams that will implement these new square tiles, ladders, and it's a different way to be able to get around obstacles, to traverse the terrain, and even be able to block or redirect the other teams.
Gotcha.
Kind of put them between a rock and a hard space. It's really good.
So we
or if
can
they try to put
expect-
something in front of you, like an avalanche
Yeah.
or a crevasse.
Yeah.
I don't think I said that right, but that's cool. 'Cause
Crevasse. You guys are a Canadian company, though, so maybe that's
I said it wrong. A
No.
big slab of ice.
a big slab of ice.
You could slap one of those tiles on
Gotcha.
top and walk over it, blocking them totally. Also. So it's on Kickstarter right now. Also with a second print run and a second edition of Summit,
Cool.
which offers a new upgraded boards to put your little cubes in. New rule books that are separated so that you can pull out competitive or pull out cooperative, whichever game you're playing.
Cool.
Yeah, it's great.
So
It's
we
really
can
good.
expect you're coming back. We're filming that one.
Yeah,
Awesome.
yeah, totally.
Love to hear it. So tell everybody how to follow Inside Up and where and.
You can go to InsideUpGames.com. You can find Inside Up on Twitter. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook. You can also find myself, Jarrad Shaw, who I do all the marketing for Inside Out. So you can follow me at Jarrad Shaw, Jarrad J. Shaw on all of those, or even my boss, Connor McGoy, on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Cool. Well, thanks a lot for coming out.
Yeah.
You guys know me. I'm Stork at Stork Plays Games on Instagram and Twitter. Getting the thumbs down in the background. I'm going to fire somebody once we're done. Follow the store, Saltire Games, all of manners of social media. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Click the little bell so you don't miss a video. Thanks so much for watching, and come play a game with us.
See ya.